Hello and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So, we have been tasked with finding the village elder, but we're actually going to be doing quite a bit of other activities along the way. Because we're going to be pretty much getting everything we possibly can before we actually find said village elder. Let's go up here. I don't want to deal with these guys right now. And we take our first legitimate look at the overland map. So generally as you open it, you'll get this more zoomed in view, but you'll also get this zoomed out view here. That X is the spot that the old man at the sanctuary told us he would mark where he thinks the village elder is. But first, we're actually going to end up here to the Lost Woods. Hello, weird little brothers. Let's chat with you. Why not? Yo, Dark Wolf, a mysterious fog has recently fallen over the forest. We have to be careful. You see anything interesting? Maybe it's nothing, but this tree feels kind of strange as we cut it. Keep that in mind. The House of the Lumberjacks, A Bumpkin and B Bumpkin. Well, it's nice to meet you, Bumpkins. Oop, there we go. Alright, now, we're going to head into the forest. And we could actually go directly to where the Master Sword is. Can't do anything with it yet, but we can go to it. What we actually want to go to right now, though, is this square of 9 bushes, and we're going to drop into this hole. And we will get our first piece of a heart container. You get a good few of those in this video. Let's see what this guy has to say. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert. Good to know. We will keep that in mind. Apparently there's a thief near the entrance to the desert. Alright, I think that's all we have to do here. So let's... oh, yeah. You gotta watch out for these thieves. They'll just kind of bump into you and steal your stuff, which is a little bit annoying. Because you can't do a huge amount to stop them. You can kind of bump them away with your sword, but you can't truly fight them. Take care of this guy. Now, unlike with Link's Awakening, where, oh my gosh, what was the guy's name? Not Uhura, but similar. Aruru? I don't remember. There are these fortune tellers here that you can kind of go to for a hint on what you're supposed to do throughout the game. It's a little bit random and tends not to be quite as interesting or consistent, so I'm going to largely ignore that. But we are going to come down here to Kakariko Village. We can read these signs that tell us this cute little picture of us. Wanted, this is the criminal who kidnapped Zelda. Call a soldier if you see him. Apparently there's a lot of wanted signs out for us. You can see this cave entrance here, but what we really want to do is jump into this well. Pretty sure I just said jump instead of jump. That's unique. And we're going to get a few things here. One are these bombs. Got some bombs. You can pick up and throw a bomb you placed. Wow, that's cool. And it's a little bit subtle, but you can see here a weakened wall that we're going to use this bomb on. We're going to head inside. Get some cool... oh, there we go. Throw these pots out of the way. Get some cash. And another heart container. And we can also get money! Hooray for money! Alright, moving on. So, there are a few other spots that we're going to want to use these bombs for, one of which is more important than the others, at least in terms of allowing us to progress in a slightly more streamlined fashion. So the next place we're going to go to is this building here, kind of a prison cell looking place, or fortress maybe. Yo, Dark Wolf, this house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was their leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated bright light a lot. Okay. What a unique bit of information that couldn't possibly pertain to anything later. Alright, let's do this. We're going to drop this bomb on this crack in the wall up top. So this is a little block pushing puzzle that it's nice to be able to get right all in one go, although you really don't need to. In fact, I'm not even sure if I remember how to do this properly. I don't remember. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, if you push these in some way that blocks off some of the chests, you can just leave the room and come back and get them all one at a time. It doesn't really matter. However, in here, there's another chest, which is way cooler because it has our third piece of heart. Well, 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 we're getting awfully close. Anyway, that's all we need here. Let's head out. You know what? I forgot something in the woods. Let's do that quickly. Alright, we'll just go back up in here. It was very silly of me. Yeah, we'll go this way. I was gonna say, I didn't realize those guards would still be dead, but they're not. They were just higher on the screen than I thought. So yes, there is one other thing that we want to grab here right now. We don't need to per se, but it does provide us with a very useful item, ultimately. Where am I going? Let's see. There we go. We have this magic mushroom. This mushroom smells like sweet, rotten fruit. You can give this to anyone who wants it. Okay? Again, what an odd thing to say. Weird way to phrase that. Alrighty, let's get back to town. There's a couple of screen transitions like that between the trees in this game that I really don't like because it doesn't really obviously look like you can go through there. You can, but it'd be very, very easy to just overlook that. Now let's see. Oh, that's right. Just another wanted poster. It doesn't say anything about this house. So let's go in this house, see what's here. And we have the old lady. So this is right where that X was on the map. Oops. Who? Oh, it's you, Dark Wolf. What can I do for you, young man? The Elder? Oh, no. No one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now it is sleeping deep in the forest. Do you understand? I do. Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in this village who knows where he is. You take care now. All right, we will do just that. Over on this side, I think there's nothing. Yep. Nothing of any interest. So, before we do anything else in town, we will recognize that we only have one bomb left. But, I have more than one thing that I want to bomb. So, we are going to go all the way down to the bottom of the screen, to this building here, that has no obvious cracks in it or signs that we can bomb the wall, but we will do so anyway. And then we will head inside to this little storage shed, which seems to be storing things. If we look under these pots, we can get some arrows and 4 bombs. We can come back here anytime we want. Kind of like I was saying in the dungeons, under the pots will always be the same thing, no matter how many times you've been there, so long as you enter and exit, not the room, but the dungeon itself. So we can pretty much fully stock up on bombs and arrows if we want. We can only carry 10 bombs at this point. But I think 8 should probably be fine for now, assuming I don't act foolishly and wastefully. Well, let's go back up. We can go continue our kind of systematic review of the town. Let's chat with this gentleman here. Actually, you know what? We're going to wait for 1 second. There's one building I want to go into first, just because things change a little bit. I think it's this one. Yes, so you see this little sickly kid here. Sniffle, hey brother Dark Wolf, do you have a bottle to keep a bug in? I see, you don't have one. And then he just coughs. So let's go up here, and we're going to talk to this merchant. Yo, sir, have you been going through life without one of my Hold Anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low, low price of 100 rupees. What do you say? Absolutely. Goodbye. Thanks a lot. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. Alright. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside and use it later. That's a very useful item, and we do want it. Let's talk to this lady. She seems nice. Or not. There we go. Hey, here's Dark Wolf, the wanted man. Soldiers, anyone, come quick. Yeah, and so she summoned soldiers, and now we can't get in her house. It's so rude. She's locked the door on us. We can fight this guy, or we could just run away. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's continue. We have this lady here who's sweeping her lawn. Oh, Dark Wolf, the rumors say you kidnapped the princess, but I still trust you. That's nice. You can notice that she has a little outhouse building here. And if we come up, we can also see there's a slight crack in this wall. Chicken under that pot. And inside, we have some arrows. Arrows which we can't even use yet, because we do not yet have a bow. But that's alright. Someday we will. Try and talk to this kid, but he runs away, which is rude. Now we can talk to this kid. I can't go out because I'm sick. Cough, cough. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now, I'll lend it to you. You borrowed the bug catching net. There must be some other things you can catch with it too. That's nice. We are, in fact, going to make use of that. Fairly shortly, actually. Was there a... No, there was just a rooster here that we'll talk about later. Now, let's pop into this house here, where it doesn't look like there's anything to do. There's a pot, I suppose, but if we grab the face of Mario and pull on it, we get 20 rupees, which is nice. Unfortunately, I don't think this lady's very happy about it, because then when we try and talk to her, she also summons soldiers. So let's just leave. Nobody wants to deal with that. Up in this house, we have this goofy little dude. Hey, Dark Wolf, sorry about my yard. It's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I will tell you an interesting story. I will be the judge of that. There is a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it is hard to find. The treasure of the Zora can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. I'm not certain that's entirely accurate, but definitely something worth looking into. Alright, so come down here to the inn or the bar or whatever it is. We have an old guy here. Mumble, mumble. My son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has not returned. I wonder where he is and what he is doing now. And then he falls asleep. This guy, whoa, I saw her. A very nice young lady at the waterfall of Wishing in the hills where the river begins. Dark Wolf, you should meet her at least once. I'm sure you will like her. We will have to do just that. Now, if we look up here above the bar, we see that there is a treasure chest, which I am interested in getting to, but the question is how? The answer is to come, up and around here, and head back down through the back wall. Now you have to be oddly specific about where you come in. If you're too far to the side, it won't let you in. You have to be right in the middle, which probably you'll do naturally, but could potentially mess up. Under here is a chicken for some reason. But in here is our second magic bottle. Second of 4. we will actually be collecting. Well, it'll take us a little bit of time before we can get the next two. Now we can head into this building where there's a shop, but we're not really going to make any use of it. I will almost never use any of the regular shops. But there is a very important kid here that we want to talk to. Hey, Dark Wolf, the Elder? Oh, are you talking about the grandpa? Oh, don't tell any of the bad people about this, but he's hiding in the palace past the castle. I will mark the spot on your map. Here you are. Alright, so now we know where the village elder is. We look on our map, and then we're going to go absolutely nowhere near there for quite a while. So, let's head down here. It is finally time to leave the village and meet some other new friends. One of the goofiest couple of characters here, the quarreling brothers. Yeah, Dark Wolf, now I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room. And he means that quite literally. Put up some, I don't know, drywall or something here. And just sealed his brother away on the other side of this room. Which is weird. Hey, Dark Wolf, did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry? I don't know, let's find out. So, the doorway's open again. Okay, maybe I should make up with my brother. And that's it. That's their entire storyline. He just decides, alright, I guess that was kind of silly. Which is weird, but that's fine. Now, we have this little race over here, which on the surface, you might think like, oh, maybe I need to wait and get some item or something, but no, it's really just this simple. If you can reach the goal within 15 seconds, we will give you something good. Ready, set, go! And really all you have to do is make sure you go around the outside, and don't kind of get held up on anything, and you'll do this just fine. It is slightly easier with an item you get later, but in reality, you shouldn't have any trouble. This try, your time was 14 seconds. You qualified. Congratulations. I present you with a piece of heart. Oh, actually, pick it up. Forgot. There we go. You found a piece of heart. Heart level has increased. Woohoo! Now, we probably could stop picking up heart containers here for now, because we won't get enough to increase our level before the end. But I don't want to. I want to get them all now. This building is just a little game where you open treasure chests and can get rupees. It's not really worth your time. At least it's not worth my time. Alright, so the next place we're going to go is... let's go just directly out to the desert. We'll swing through the swamp ruins and come back to them later. Sort of show you on the map where we're going. So we left the village over there on the left, and we're going to swing down and around to some of the water and the desert there on the left. Let's go there now. Hey, that was rude. This is where Link's house is, so you can always find your way back there. Get those hearts inside if you need them. We do not right now, but it's good to know it's there. This is the area of the swamp ruins. We're going to be coming back to this in a minute or two. But, oops. For now, let's continue on to the desert. You can meet a new friend in here. Friend being slightly exaggerated of a term, but he's just kind of there. He largely ignores us. We pick up this sign, he gets all annoyed about it. Why'd you take my sign? It says plain as stated, just leave me alone. Sheesh. And then he just kind of pesters us for a while, for no real reason. Which I respect. He's just annoyed at us. Anyway, let's continue on here. So, we're going to go up this direction to the only thing we really want to do in here for now. These vultures are very annoying. They tend not to do anything. They attack very, very rarely. They're just kind of there. It's very frustrating. Which I suppose is a fairly clever design. There is an old man here who is not the one we are looking for. I am Aginah, I think. I don't know. I sense something is happening in the Golden Land. In the Golden Land, the 7 wise men seal. This must be an omen of the great cataclysm foretold by the people of Hylian blood. The prophecy says the hero will stand in the desert, holding the Book of Mudora. If you have the Book of Mudora, you can read the language of the Hylia people. It should be in the house of books in the village. You must get it if you are the person who will be the hero. Well, we'll have to come back to that. But for now, what we want is to bomb this wall. Come down here, and we will collect our 5th piece of art. All right, let's continue out of here. And now I think we can head back towards the Swamp Palace. There we go. Try and avoid the random bombs in the ground. Sneak right through there. Alright. Now this room that we couldn't go in before because the thief was following us is a fairy fountain. I think the first one that we have found so far. There's 2 types. One are the ones with the kind of great fairies who just fully heal us up. And then there's one that is full of small fairies. That's very nice to have. We can actually read the sign if we want. Pay no attention to the average middle-aged man standing by this sign. Leave him alone. Okay then. Let's just ignore that thing. It's not worth my time. It's not worth your time. Now, we are going to head inside these swamp ruins. We're going to really need to do things here later, but we're going to come inside for now. The first thing we're going to do is just quickly grab this chest to get a couple more bombs. You got some bombs. Wonderful. Then we're going to leave and come back in, so we can solve this little puzzle in a different way. Push this rock up and this guy. And this lever over here drops a bunch of bombs. This one, though, opens up this waterway, drains some of the water from the swamp, which will be very important later, but for now, gets us 2 things. One is our 6th piece of art. The other is that it gets us these fish. Hey, back here. Just difficult to chase down. You're annoying me. This is the hardest thing I've done in my life. Oh my god. This should not be this hard. There we go. So there's a couple of things you can do with the fish. The easiest one is to bring it to any deep water, and you throw it in, and the fish will give you some cash. You can also bring it all the way back. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, okay? Sure. Yeah, you can also take it all the way back to the bottle merchant, and he will give you, I think, 21 rupees, and what else will he do? 21 rupees, like a couple of bombs, like 8 bombs, some arrows, and I think he fills part or all of your magic meter. Up here, there is another bombable wall, and inside, our 2nd fairy fountain, where we will be healed. Now, it would be very, very reasonable to skip this next part for now and just go on to the finding the village elder. But, as I said, I want to show everything you can possibly do right now. So, despite the fact that it's probably not the optimum way to do things, we are going to go down here to the right or east of the Swamp Palace, and Swamp Palace, yeah, whatever. Swamp Palace is fine. And we're going to do a few things. First, we're going to bomb open this wall. We're going to come to kind of a goofy room, where I'm not sure what you are supposed to do here in terms of getting through. I don't know if you're supposed to be using items that you get later on to attack these guys from across the pit, or throw bombs, and that's how you're officially supposed to do it. But you can get by just by kind of hugging the wall. There's just a little bit of a ledge along the wall that you can sneak through. I don't know if that's what they intended, but that's what I do. Anyway, we talk to this guy who says, take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, okay? He gives us 300 rupees. In addition to the, I think, was it 40, I think? Are there arrows in here? Yeah. It'd be pretty reasonable to wait to collect these, because I'm pretty sure that before the next time we're actually going to need to spend money, we will be full. We'll see. Anyway, let's continue on down here. Up and around, sneak by these guys. This is one of the weirdest enemies in the game. I don't really understand. It's the only time you ever see it. It's right there. If you don't attack him, he'll still just kind of blow up into those 6 pieces, and then they just die after a second or two. I don't think I've ever gotten any, rupees or anything from it. Any dropped items. I have no idea what the point of that thing is, but it's there. And if anybody knows, please let me know. So there are 3 things you can do over here, only 2 of which we can do right now. So let's head into this cave. Well, there's a few other things that we can't do yet, but we'll get to them later. We can bomb open the wall up at the top here, and we'll find our first small fairy fountain, which actually is probably more valuable for us. We can use a net to snag one of these. You've caught a fairy, and we can keep it in a bottle for later, and if we ever are near death, well, actually, if we ever run entirely out of health, the fairy will restore us. We are not going to fill our second bottle yet, because I want it to be empty. And then we can see this chest over here, which is a nice little hint. There's also another secret in here that we'll have to come back to later. It's one that I've never found particularly valuable, but kind of interesting. Anyway, there is this second wall here that you could potentially miss that is also bombable. And if we head inside, come up this way, we will get kind of a cool little item that honestly I never really use. Maybe I'll try and use it more for this playthrough, we'll see. It is the Ice Rod. Finally, Ice Rod. Its chill magic blasts the air, but watch your magic meter. It's a cute little warning. Alright, we are starting to round the corner to the end of this video. We're not going to be hunting down much more here. Not unlike the rats that I mentioned earlier, were oddly difficult. I have an odd degree of difficulty dealing with those little crabs. They should be incredibly easy, and maybe I just don't take my time enough. Here's this blimp guy again. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't hate it. It's just goofy. So, let's head all the way back up in the direction of where we are actually supposed to go. There are 1 or 2 more things we still need to uncover before we close things out here. Let's head up this way through a little gauntlet of enemies. Most of which we can just pretty much walk right by. So we've returned to Link's house. You can fill up your health there, or with the fairy that we bombed open the wall on if you need to. Down here, there's really nothing of interest. There's a shop right there that we're never going to go to, and another fortune teller shop there. You can pretty much ignore all of it. There's a nice little bridge here that crosses the river. It's going to be a very important bridge later, for multiple reasons. Alright, I don't want to deal with you. So, where we also want to go to is over there, but we're going to go up first. Past our little army of Octoroks. I'm going to quickly show you one thing over here, which is, if we come up here, so this is just, this is very close to where we started this video, just east of the sanctuary. You can sort of see the sanctuary just there on the left. But if we cut down this bush or pull it up and jump down here, we will find our third large fairy fountain. So I think that's 3 large and 1 small at this point. All very useful to know about. But that's all I really wanted to show up here. So we should, I think, have just one final task to complete here. And that is to find the potion shop and drop off a certain item on the way. Let's see if we can get through here in time. Nope. That's alright. We're going to get healed anyway. So, up and around this corner, past the Bizbob or Blizzbob, whatever they're called. Ooh, hello. The smell of rotten fruit. If you give me that mushroom, I can finish my brew. Alright, let's do that. So we will give her the mushroom. Well, thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. I don't know why she has to laugh that evil laugh, but sure. Alright, now this I always found annoying. If you talk to her, she doesn't say anything useful about it. Yeah, she just keeps telling you to come back later. And then if we go inside, we see this person sitting here is manning the shop. Red is the medicine of life, green is the medicine of magic, blue renews both life and magic. Here, take a sample of the red potion. Yeah, you can come in here anytime, it'll give you a sample and refill your health, but next to this, I don't know, little apprentice, is an item that we can pick up that I think you could easily think is just, I don't know, something that the apprentice is holding, but this is the magic powder, our reward for the mushroom. And it says, try to sprinkle it on enemies and many other things. A little bit random of an item, could easily be something you never ever use, but actually has a couple of very, very important uses that we will come back to. Also, because I have so much cash in an empty bottle, we're just going to buy one of these full blue potions for now. This is the medicine of life and magic. You can recover both. Wonderful. It is not very useful now, just because it's has so much. Oh, all right. So much more potential later. The fairies will fill about 7 hearts, as opposed to the potion, which fills up your life fully. So it's much more useful later. For now, the fairies are probably better. That was also an unintentional opportunity for me to show you one example of something that I don't like from this game, and that is that, just like in future Zelda installments, as you cut through grass and things, you can uncover rupees and whatnot, but in this game in particular, you can often either uncover enemies who then just are on top of you attacking you, or you can uncover bombs that are just in the ground that you almost invariably step on, which I just found to be a very not good addition to the game. Similar to where there was that little shop down by the water, the shop and the fortune teller. There's really nothing down here worth seeing. There'll be a little path we'll use at some point, but no real value. And in here, we have our 4th fairy fountain? I don't remember. Losing track. Probably have it written down. Nope, I don't. Alright. So, did I forget something? No, I did not. Okay. Alright, so let's just head up here. We're gonna ignore those guys. We're gonna ignore that. We'll get healed up shortly. We're gonna come down here, and inside here is the answer to our current quest, but I think we will end things right here, and in the next video we will go and see if the old man, the village elder, is in there. But I think we'll just have to come back to that later. So, till then, see ya!